You're watching The Week in 15 on TV Platinum. Your in-depth roundup of the 15 biggest stories shaping Nigeria this week. From politics to power struggles, governance to grassroots voices. Let's rewind and break it all down for you. The week began with the presidency pointing a swipe at opposition leaders Atiku of the African Democratic Congress ADC and former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, following the All Progressives Congress dominance in Saturday's by-elections. Presidential spokesperson Bayo Onanuga on Monday shared a photo on X featuring Atiku, Obi, and other ADC figures with the caption, "How is the market now?" A subtle dig at the opposition directly targeting their pro-election performance. The APC claimed most seats in by-elections across 16 constituencies in 12 states, while the PDP won in Ibadan and Adamawa. The NPP took Kano, the APC secured Anambra, and the ADC failed to win any seat. The post highlights how opposition leaders, once promising political change, are now left to check the market as the APC tightens its grip. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) has inaugurated a 110-member committee to organize its 2025 National Convention scheduled for November 15 to 16 in Ibadan, Oyo State. In a statement on its official X handle on Monday, the party said the committee will oversee preparations and ensure a smooth convention. Governor for Adamawa State Amadu Fintri will chair the committee, with Governor for Osun State Ademola Deleke and Kabiru Tanimi Turari as deputy chairs. Governor of Enugu State Peter Mba as secretary, and Senator Adolphus Wabara representing the Board of Trustees. The Federal Capital Territory Administration (FCTA) has intensified its crackdown on criminal hideouts and illegal shanties in Abuja, the nation's capital, targeting Area 1 Durumi, a non-security hotspot. The senior special assistant to the Minister of FCT, Lero Lainka, disclosed this in a statement on Monday that illegal structures in the area will be cleared soon. Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, has formed a stakeholders committee with security agencies, FCTA officials, civil society groups, and journalists to protect residents. Olainka recalled that a similar operation 3 months ago arrested over 120 criminals and recovered 7 stolen vehicles, 79 motorcycles, 155 ATM cards. Despite these efforts, many shanties have returned and crimes like robbery, carjacking, and drug peddling are back, making the area unsafe. Some illegal structures are built on lands allocated over 20 years ago, preventing rightful owners and government use. Suspended Rivers State Governor Similai Fubare's camp has begun the countdown to his expected return on September 18. According to Punch newspaper, Fubare's media aide Jerry Omasogunwa says residents are eager for the governor to resume key projects in the state. The state of emergency declared by President Bola Tinubu in March suspended Governor Fubara, his deputy, and the State House of Assembly amid a political dispute with former governor and current FCT minister Nyesom Wike and appointed retired Vice Admiral Ibok Etibas as sole administrator to restore relative peace and stability in the state. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, has commended officers and soldiers of the 16th Brigade in Yenagua, Bayelsa State, for contributing to an increase in Nigeria's daily crude oil production. Speaking during an operational visit to the brigade headquarters on Monday, Oluyede commended Brigadier General Olufemi Obolo for his leadership, the Bayelsa State Government and the NDDC for supporting the brigade with infrastructure including a detention facility and electrification project, saying such support strengthens the Army's capacity. Speaking to journalists, Oluyede expressed admiration for the officers and soldiers, commending the role in maintaining stable oil production and urged efforts to raise output to 2 million barrels per day to boost national revenue. Director of NDDC, Victor Antai, says the commission installed 3 substations, 9 500-watt streetlights, and a solar grid for the brigade. The African Democratic Congress ADC has warned President Bola Tinubu against manipulating the process of appointing a new INEC chairman as Mahmoud Yakubu's tenure ends in December. Speaking on Tuesday in Abuja, the youth under the aegis of African Democratic Youth Congress vowed to resist any attempt to compromise the commission, warning that not even the appointment of Tinubu's spokesman Bayo Onanuga would deter them. National Coordinator Mrs. Rukaya Lamido Dodo, Director General Mutala Haliru Dantoro, and other leaders declared the Nigerian youths are done being spectators and will defend their votes in 2027, emphasizing that politics is about numbers, not money. The youths condemned widespread vote buying in recent by-elections, describing it as a betrayal of Nigeria's future. They vowed to mobilize young Nigerians from the grassroots to drive a movement built on transparency, accountability, and collective inclusion. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on Wednesday announced its readiness to present certificates of return to elected candidates of last Saturday's by-elections across 12 states on Thursday, August 21st, 2025. National Commissioner of INEC Sam Olumekum stated that senators-elect and members-elect of the House of Representatives will collect certificates of return at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja on Thursday, 21st of August, while State House of Assembly members will collect theirs at their respective state offices on Friday, 22nd August 2025. Olumekum confirmed the Kaura Namoda South State constituency in Zamfara State remained inconclusive after violence disrupted 5 polling units, with a supplementary election set for Thursday, August 21st, 2025. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) has ordered all passengers to switch off mobile devices and other electronic gadgets during takeoff and landing. Speaking at an emergency National Civil Aviation Security Committee meeting in Abuja, Director General of NCAA Captain Chris Najomo directed domestic airlines to update their operational manuals to comply with the new rule and submit them for approval. Najomo emphasized strong aviation security, coordinated intelligence, and professional enforcement. He then ordered all devices to be completely powered off during takeoff and landing, stating that flight mode is no longer permitted. Airlines must inform passengers who are required to comply with NCAA reviewing the rule as technology and safety standards evolve. The governor of Anambra State, Charles Soludo, has stood by his controversial statement that politicians who promise to serve just one term need psychiatric evaluation. Speaking on Arise TV, Soludo said such promises are usually deceptive ploys used during zoning debates and have been consistently rejected by voters in Anambra State politics. The governor of Osun State, Ademola Adeleke, has renewed his call for the federal government to release local government allocations withheld from the state. Adeleke praised the Nigerian Bar Association, the Osun Council of Obas, and civic groups for supporting his stance, describing the seizure as unconstitutional. He also clarified that his administration was not behind the 2022 removal of APC council chairman, which was a court ruling. The Labour Party 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi has condemned the proposed salary hike for political officials, describing it insensitive and scandalous. In a statement titled "Prioritizing Leaders' Greed Over Basic Welfare," Peter Obi condemned the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission's plan to review salaries for the president, vice president, governors, and other political leaders, calling the proposed 100% plus pay hike unjustifiable amid Nigeria's economic struggles and a clear sign of greed. Obi criticized the RMFC for prioritizing politicians over the masses, warning it undermines public service. He urged better pay and conditions for essential workers. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has called on Nigerians in the diaspora to contribute their expertise and resources to consolidating national development and building a stronger and more prosperous country. The president made the call at Kahala Hotel and Resort, Yokohama, Japan, during an interactive meeting with select members of the Nigerian community on the sidelines of the ongoing Tokyo International Conference on Africa Development, TICAD 9. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has declared Bashir Haske, a businessman and son-in-law of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, wanted over an alleged case of criminal conspiracy and money laundering. In a notice issued by the Commission's head of media and publicity, Delo Yowale, the EFCC urged members of the public with helpful information about Haske's whereabouts to report to the nearest police station or any of the Commission's offices nationwide. Former Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Tuko Burutai, retired, has urged the federal government to consider a nationwide mobilization similar to the COVID-19 lockdown to defeat terrorism, banditry, and kidnapping. Buratai, who spoke in an interview with Channels Television on Friday, argued that insecurity should not be left to the military alone, but treated as a national crisis requiring collective sacrifice. And finally, the Benue State House of Assembly slammed 3-month suspension on 4 lawmakers for allegedly initiating impeachment moves against the Speaker of the House, Hyacinth Dajo. Those suspended Friday at plenary included the spokesman of the House, Mr. Friday Berger, representing Makurdi North State Constituency, Cyril Ekong of Ojutu, Abu Moro of Apa, and Shimawa Tena of Kian State Constituency. And that's your Week in 15. Stay informed, stay empowered. For deeper dives into these stories, stay with TV Platinum, where the news meets clarity. Thank you for watching. I am God's gift, Julius. See you next time.